Breaking news! 4 na malalaking galaw ang gumalaw sa likod ng Philippine military. May bagong US airstrike sa Caribbean na nagpainit lalo sa relasyon ng Washington at Venezuela. Si Presidente Marcos nakipagkita sa Hanwha sa APEC para sa pinakaambisyosong submarine deal ng bansa. South Korea, handa raw magbenta ng mas marami pang fighter jets sa atin. At Japan, nagtitest na ng hypersonic missile tracking tech sa mismong kalawakan. Stay with me. Pag-uusapan natin yung hindi sinasabi out loud na ang Pilipinas, for the first time in our history, mukhang hindi na naghahabol, kundi naghahanda. But preparing for what? War? Deterrence? Or a geopolitical shift na hindi natin napapansin?
Kung sakali magkaroon ng gera o kaguluhan man dito sa ating lugar, our ally and our partners are expecting us to fight the war ourselves during the first part of the conflict. Tayo muna ang mahihipaggera.
Simulan muna natin ang kwento. Minsan, ang pinakamalalaking bagyo, nagsisimula sa malayong ulap. Sa Caribbean, nag-launch ang US ng panibagong lethal strike, pang-15, simula Setyembre. Target daw ang mga narco-terrorists. Pero ang mas nakakabahala, Pete Hegseth mismo nagsabi, "We will treat them exactly how we treated Al-Qaeda. We will track them, map them, hunt them, and kill them." Sandali lang mga ka-pulse point. Al-Qaeda? Yung same Al-Qaeda na nag-trigger ng 20 taong digmaan sa Middle East? Now they're using the same playbook for drug smugglers? Imagine 3 ang napatay at higit 64 since nagsimula ang operasyon. But here's where it gets interesting. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro, love him or hate him, is calling this straight-up murder. He's accusing the US of fabricating a new eternal war. At alam mo ba kung ano ang pinaka-alarming part? President Trump was asked directly, does the CIA have the authority to assassinate Maduro? His answer? He declined to respond.
Does the CIA have authority to take out Maduro?
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer?
Let that sink in. Kasi pag ikaw ay dehado, silence means goodbye. Meanwhile, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest warship in the world, is moving closer to Venezuelan waters. So ano ba talaga ang point ko dito? Simple lang. The world is militarizing. Fast. At ang Pilipinas? We're not just watching from the sidelines anymore. Let me take you to South Korea, November 1st, 2025. President Bongbong Marcos is at the APEC Summit. Pero, hindi lang siya nandoon para sa photo ops. He met with Hanwha Ocean officials to discuss something huge, the Philippine Navy's submarine acquisition program. Yes, you heard that right. Submarines. Not just any submarine. Ang pinag-uusapan natin ay yung KSS 3PN based on South Korea's Dosan-an Chango class. It's a 2,800-ton diesel-electric attack submarine with air-independent propulsion. It can launch torpedoes, cruise missiles, and even submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Guys, ito yung level ng kapangyarihan na dati pang superpowers lang. Now, the Philippines is seriously considering it. But wait, there's more. Hanwha's proposal doesn't stop at selling submarines. They're offering to build a submarine base here, establish local maintenance facilities, and train Filipino personnel. It's a complete package. At based sa reports, tingin nila they also discussed financial packages. Kasi, let's be real, submarines don't come cheap. This could cost even more than our multi-role fighter project. Speaking of fighter jets, the Philippines is also in talks to buy more F-A-50 light combat jets from South Korea. We already have 12 in service since 2014, tapos earlier this year, nag-order tayo ng another 12 upgraded units. At according to Korea Aerospace Industries, they're still discussing more deals with us. But here's the kicker. We're also trying to buy 20 F-16 jets from the US, worth $5.5 billion. Pero dahil sa funding constraints, nakahold muna yung deal. Still, ang sabi ng Philippine ambassador to Washington, there's good indication we'll get the funding. At ito ang bahagi na talagang nakakagulat. Ayon sa exclusive report ng South China Morning Post, basically ang Bloomberg ng Asia, nakikipag-negotiate na tayo ngayon para bumili ng KF-21 Boramay, ang next generation stealth fighter ng South Korea. Mga kaibigan, intindihin niyo to. Ang KF-21 Boramay ay hindi pa nga fully deployed sa South Korean Air Force mismo. Ongoing pa rin ang development nito. Target nila na maging fully operational by the end of next year. Pero tayo, nakikipag-negotiate na tayo ngayon para bilhin yan. Bakit? Kasi according to Korea Aerospace Industries, nangyayari na ngayon ang negotiations. As of October 27, during the ADEX 2025 exhibition, pinanood ng Philippine delegation ang maneuver test ng KF-21 sa Seongnam Airport. At according sa reports, sobrang interested daw tayo. Bakit tayo bibili ng fighter jet na hindi pa fully operational? Dahil wala tayong panahon maghintay. Pag-usapan natin ang mas malaking larawan dito. Alam niyo ba kung bakit ganun ka-success ang FA-50? Dahil ang Korea Aerospace Industries nag-maintain ng 85% operational rate para sa mga jets natin. Compare nyo yan sa US-made F-15K fighters na ginagamit ng South Korea, bumaba pa sa below 60%. Grabe yung difference, di ba? Para sa fighter jets na nangangailangan ng daan-daang libong bahagi, ang pag-maintain ng ganyang operational rate means one thing: reliable support. At binibigay yan ng KAI. Hindi lang sila nagbebenta ng eroplano, binibigyan nila tayo ng long-term partnership, technology transfer, at after-sales service na hindi kayang i-match ng Western companies sa presyong yan. So tanong, bakit tayo bumibili ng ganito kadaming military equipment? Now, let's talk about Japan. Last Sunday, they launched the HTV-X cargo spacecraft carrying supplies to the International Space Station. Normal, diba? But here's the twist. After the resupply mission, yung spacecraft will stay in orbit for up to 18 months to test hypersonic missile tracking technology. Why? Dahil sa China, North Korea, at Russia. China's DF-17, Russia's Avangard, North Korea's Hwasong-8, and Hwasong-16B. These are all operational hypersonic missiles. Yung mga bagay na to, they fly at least 5 times the speed of sound. And traditional radar systems, blind spots everywhere. Hindi sila kayang i-track properly. So what's Japan doing? They're putting infrared sensors in space to detect and track these hypersonic threats. At kung successful tong test, they'll equip satellites with the same technology. Oh, and, by the way, Japan is also developing their own hypersonic weapon called the Hyper-Velocity Gliding Projectile for island defense. So balik tayo sa main question. Ano ba talaga ang nangyayari? Let me connect the dots for you. The US is conducting aggressive military strikes in the Caribbean, strikes that Venezuela is calling acts of war. The rhetoric? Identical to the War on Terror playbook that gave us Afghanistan and Iraq. The Philippines, our own country, is arming itself like never before. Submarines, fighter jets, advanced naval vessels. We're spending billions on defense modernization, partnering with South Korea and the US. Ilang beses na natin itong nakita. Rising tensions, arms races, superpowers flexing military muscle while regional players scramble to pick sides and arm themselves. At tayo, naiipit tayo sa gitna. The West Philippine Sea dispute, our alliance with the US, our proximity to Taiwan, lahat yan, factors. The chessboard is being set. The pieces are moving into position. And whether we like it or not, the Philippines is now a player in this game. Ang mundo ay nag-aarmasan na. Ang tanong, gaano tayo kahanda?